Good evening, Trojan fans, and welcome out to D.C. Bill Bates Stadium here in Pineville, Louisiana, right off of Highway 165 across from Bulow Lake. And it is just a beautiful evening for high school football. Sun begins to set across the stadium from where we are and turning into one of those magical nights out here. You see the Trojans getting ready to go to work and look to move to their second win here in District 2-5A play. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Doug Gann, 446 Sports, excited to bring you ASH Trojan Football. They take on the Rebels in what has been coined as the Red River. Nick, welcome aboard, brother.
Yeah, beautiful night, 68 degrees, feels like 68. Got a
Well, all this build. I feel like Marvin the Martian. Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? There you go. Now, take it away, Nick.
Okay, well, really, the reason why we live in this part of the country is for fall weather like this, and then also spring weather. So, real excited to be here, Doug. Beautiful field, natural grass. So, a little different for the Trojans, but I think they're going to do well.
Absolutely, been a couple of games that they have played on the grass for what that game was played on. Here tonight, the Trojans are 6-0, unblemished in this one, looking to move to 2-0 in conference and 7-0 on the season. Have been 6-0 one time before. That was back in 2019, but the Trojans have not started a season 7-0, and I don't know when on there. Hang on just a minute, Brett, and I'll get that off of there for you. There you go.
Stuff to the program, there's always little technical difficulties at first, but see the Trojans warming up right there, Doug.
Trojan, we're going to certainly keep it real quick for you.
All black?
Yeah, they were in all black.
Maroon numbers with white trim.
So there you have it. Series has been kind of lopsided over the last 10 years.
Trojans have had, the better of them here lately, but this senior class from Pineville's really wanting to change things for Coach Bell right now and doing.
Got full speed ahead tonight. Of course, Carson Sellis will get the start there at quarterback. JT Lindsay and 27 carries or so.
That sounds about right from between last week and this week, for sure. It looks like
Rebels shorthanded in numbers, perhaps, but not in fight and not in spirit.
Yeah, look for Aiden Tate. Our Pineville sources told us look for Aiden Tate to get the start. And of course, in warm-ups, he was getting most of the throws out there, and very athletic young man.
And they've got 107 earlier this season. I think that was the Tauga game that he had that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Tauga game that he had that one. So and then patrolling the backfield defensively is Jacob Miranda. Jacob Miranda an opportunity to speak with his father a little bit earlier, and that was great. Jacob took an official visit up to Northwestern last week. Young man's going to be playing on Saturdays. Landon will be doing the same, and they've got a couple other players. I think the young man that is on the defensive line for them. Oh, I guess if I looked at their roster instead of ours, I may pick that up. Silas, I believe, was the name that I had. Elias Sellers is their defensive lineman or offensive lineman. Big man, 6'3", 292. He goes, and so they've got a lot of players that are out there. Of course, all familiar with Coach Bryant Bell and the work that he's done in the progression already. A much better season. The Rebels sit at 3-3 on the year.
Yeah, and LaMarcus Thurs, their starting linebacker, senior number 7.
Player of the week last week for him.
Player week, bringing Scully over from Menard, and of course we all know, Charles, who's who we know
defensive coordinator there. That's correct. So JC is going to be out there as a defensive coordinator, and just a host of coaches. You look at some, what's one of the things that we talked about with the Trojans and the difference. Coach Donahoe and that offensive unit, just solid. Mercer at defensive coordinator, but you look down the list of new coaches on there. Of course, Coach Kyle is on there. Coach Bonton, Coach OJ is there. Goodness, we go to Coach Freak, Coach Skip, Coach Mingo. Russo is there. Justin Webb now this year. It's just a group that is meshed so well and is playing so good together, or is coaching so well together. Man, you just love what's going on.
Yeah, we got to talk. You knew Coach Ham, do all the Sky Coach stuff and everything in the press box here pregame. But good interview with him last night, and that was exciting. Good interview with Vaughn and Towner, who's kind of two unsung heroes for Ash. Vaughn will he'll spell JT, on his carries, and to be honest with you, most schools in the area, he'd be a starting running back and probably be 1,000-yard running back for most schools in this area.
And look, and makes no excuses, or I guess that's maybe not even a word. Make no bones about what he's doing, and it's all about playing a role on the team, and those guys are enjoying doing that.
Yeah, and then Tanner had his first touchdown, completion last week, but to seeing him probably, getting a few more receptions and stuff going forward.
Yeah, you definitely do. And so what do you do, Nick, though, if you come out and you watch the tape and you see Duncan and you see Washington and now Fontenot that's doing so well, Kirkland Bates is back, and oh yeah, by the way, who covers the tight end at that point? I mean, what do you do?
Like you said last night, Doug, that's why I'm in the booth.
That's exactly
But no, I
exactly
mean,
right.
to be honest with you, I think the quarterback, try to get them off their spots, but other than that, I mean, because the weapons are there, there's a lot of people see them line up at 3 receivers, 4 receivers, and they think we're just a spread team,
Right.
but I mean, they're 50-50 balance, and not just with JT, but with Devon as well.
Well, you talk about pressuring teams, and that's what the Trojans did towards the end of that West Monroe game, coming off that big
Right.
45-43 ball game, or 45-35 ball game that they had. It was the pressure defense at the end of it that shut it down. So look for the Trojans to come out and apply a little bit of that with 17 last week.
Yeah, and
So 86.
and none bigger than the sack, at the very end of the game. I mean, and Doug, I mean,
Good tackle on the
we had,
punt.
and then Clayton Doyle was out, who's his backup. So you have Colby Pope in there, and he blitzed Xavier, and man, what a play Xavier made. So good finish to that game last week for the Trojans, and end up finishing that with a 10-point lead. And thing that impressed me the most, Doug, is after the game on the field, these young men and these coaches, they were excited, which was good, but they didn't act like it was the Super Bowl.
No, and we've seen that back early on. You saw it in the Destrehan game of a game that we
Right.
thought if there was an opportunity to bring a little emotion to it after a game, that would be it. And no, it was not that way. It's just been business as usual for these Trojans.
Yeah, excited about that. Excited about, possibly going 2-0 in district for the first time in a long time, and being 7-0.
Lot to take care of tonight, and you talk to Coach Bachman, he'll tell you, look, we haven't kicked off, we've not ran a play, we've not done anything. Got to go out and take care of business against a very, very hungry Pineville Rebel team, a team that's already knocked off Tioga this year, which was a big, big boost for them confidence-wise and emotion-wise, and they're playing with the same type of emotion that you expect from their head coach, Bryant Bell, who just has that amount of fire and passion in him as well.
Yeah, and watching the film, the very first game of the year against New Iberia, I mean, they had 3 turnovers, and yes, I mean, they did lose the game, but they outplayed New Iberia and everything, and they've definitely kind of cut those down, since that game.
Indeed, they have. Talk about turnovers this year. 2 for the
2,
Trojans this year
one
in
fumble, one
6 games,
interception.
and that's really big.
You brought it up, I didn't.
That's right. I know. I'll announce or jinx with the best of them. I can do that. Kicking change tonight for the Trojans. You'll see Eli Fung on extra points and field goals as well as kickoff duties. Mesh not in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, knee injury. Going to try to work through it the rest of the season, and then possibly have a surgery towards the end of the football, or after the football season. So hopefully Chan will be back next week and ready to go.
Absolutely, and big shout out to the family there. And Nick, I thought they were going to perhaps bring the
Doug,
but no,
Doug,
that's
Doug,
no.
Doug.
No, big fan of theirs. La Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar. They do a lot for this program, for us, for everyone, and that's great to see. We're about 15 minutes away, 14 minutes or so away from kicking this thing off. Going to take our first commercial break of the evening. When we come back, we'll get to look at some of the starters. We'll see what we're able to do. We'll work on a couple of things, and we'll get ready to kick off. We'll do it all right after this. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Walk-ons for the win. So what happened out there tonight? We struck out at we took out
some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today. Our mobile banking app.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
And we have made it back to D.C. Bill Bates Stadium, getting ready for the Trojans to make their way out onto the field. The Rebels will come out of that inflatable helmet and tunnel that is down to our right. About 10 minutes to go in there. Real quickly, as we were backed up a little bit in our getting the technical difficulties, that seems like that ought to be the name of the show that's on there, as many of them as we have. But anyway, last week's player of the game, he's been the player of the game 3 weeks this year, no doubt about it. We're going to go, player of the game was J.T. Lindsey. 34 carries, 227 yards, puts him at 1,027 and 14 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns last week, and that last one was the biggest one of them all.
Indeed, he was. Before we get out and forget that, let's hold on a second, because you've not given us our keys to a victory tonight, and I'd be remiss if I didn't let you do that. So roll our intro music for the keys to the game. So, Nick, all right, you gave me 3 keys to the game. Let's go on with key number 1, Brett. Oh
my God.
Well, all right, what is your key to the game?
Stop the run.
You have
not the runs.
Oh,
the run.
Well, there you have it. Why are they going to need to do that?
With Smith being out last week, Aiden Tate ran the ball a lot against.
You see, stop the run. Okay.
Aiden Tate ran the ball a lot last week against Neville, so definitely, and that's been one of the things that the Trojan defense has had to work on the most this year, was trying to get that run game. So gap integrity is very critical.
Key number 2.
Stretch the field.
What was that movie? Sylvester.
Over the top.
Over the top. That's where you want to go, is over the top.
Yeah, over the top. We have to try to, we've done a lot of, horizontal passing, stuff this season so far. See if we can't, stretch the field a little bit and make this game a little more vertical.
There you go. And key number 3. I made this one easy on you.
Overall, stay the course, and that is keep on trucking. Hey,
just going to keep on
That's
trucking.
right. That's right. And that's a good one. And, we just, you got a good thing going.
Yeah.
You got a really good thing going. Stay the course. Stay focused. This is a rivalry game, so don't reinvent the wheel. Don't do anything that that you haven't done already, and
Just keep on.
that's right. Keep on going. Keep on trucking.
So we're going to stop the run. We're going to spread the field. We're going to go vertical over the top, and we're going to keep on trucking. There you have it. We believe if the Trojans take care of those three things, they will win tonight's ball game. And you see the Trojans about to run right into your living room. You see some of them still coming down the hill from the top of it. Our lineman of the week last week, we'll jump on him real quick. Peyton Hobbs did a tremendous job defensively, so congratulations to that young man. And back to the field we go. 7.5 to go until we kick this things off. So this next 7 minutes or so is going to be pretty dicey. That's on there. Of course, our cool play of the game, we couldn't choose between the two big plays from X. And here come your ASH Trojans. Boy, they are, again, right into your living room. You see X that's right there. He and Gassett leading the way in front of that Trojan cheer group that was out at walk-ons last night. They made their way out there with us. So thanks to those young ladies for coming out and being a part of what we did. The guys have never paid as much attention to our end of the little patio area as they did last night. Beautiful night for football. We talked about that, Nick. Man, it's just you don't want. I don't think you could find better conditions.
No, for sure. This is beautiful weather. Could use a little rain, especially at the nurseries, but like I said, other than that, it's beautiful, and we'll have a good weekend as well.
Captains for tonight. We're gonna hang on. They'll have the prayer and the anthem.
By Cadet Major Scott Woodcock and our national anthem to be performed by the Pregame Bible Marching Band under the direction of Brendan McGree. And now, Lord God, we ask tonight your blessings on the game about to be played. May those on the field enter this competition in the spirit of sportsmanship, with respect for the opposing team. With your help, Lord, we ask to know humility and victory and great in defeat. We ask, Lord, that you bless each one of us here tonight, especially the players, coaches, officials, students, and parents. And let us all represent our schools and our communities with respect. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
We're back. Great job by the Rebel Band and JROTC getting ready. Captains for tonight's, Nick.
Yeah, from left to right here for Pineville is Zach Tranchina. And then that's number 21. Number 49 is Parker Rochelle. Number 69 is 69 is Dayton Bass. And then number 2 is Jacob Miranda. That's left to right here.
For your Trojans, it looks like Jimmy Duncan, Darius Washington, Tanner Townsend, and JT Lindsay making their way out to midfield. Right there where that big Rebel P is. And you'll see it. Great work by Bodie, who is Brody's right down into the middle of things.
Yeah, another great thing about tonight is we get to see the numbers.
Yeah, this is
see the numbers on both teams. So
been nice
like
fun. I remembered my glasses. So
gotcha.
that's one of those things. Like I said, hadn't worn them all. We can look. There's our buddy out with the white hat, and we certainly don't like to call names of the officials that are out there, but we'll see him softball season when it rolls around. So great to see Coach out there. Boy, that's great camera work. I mean, you were right in there with them in your living room, in the stands, or wherever you're at. Trojans look like they've won the toss, and West Monroe did that last week and took the ball.
Yeah, they did.
See what the Trojans have in store tonight. Looks like they're going to defer. No, they're going to receive. I'm going to get that offense out there. Boy, last couple of weeks we've seen this.
Little Brian Kelly-ish.
That's right. That's right. So the Trojans will be out here offensively. And look, you talk about the work. One of the biggest adjustments was assistant coach Justin Webb coming over here and working with this kick return team. We saw the work in the preseason practices that were going on. And I mean, he says, look, if you just trust me and you buy in and you do this, we're going to be just fine. And the Trojans have had, 2, 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns?
Yeah, it's been a really good asset for the Trojans this year. And it does help that you have a Darius Washington and a JT Lindsay back there.
That doesn't hurt things.
Yes, for sure.
And Jimmy up around the 30 in case they decide to kick it short. Jocko Lee will kick things off for the Rebels. Remember back to that Tioga game in week 2, he had the game winner.
In that
one, Jocko Lee.
Yep.
Darius Washington, JT Lindsay are back somewhat deep to receive. They stand around the 11-yard line, off to the far hash. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin Week 7. Trojans 6-0, Rebels 0-3, and here we go.
3-3.
There you go, 3-3. Here we go. I'm looking right at it and said that there is a little bit of a pooch sky kick type of a, if you will, right up the middle. So there won't be a big return on this one.
Yeah, that's Burford. Hayden Burford on the return there, 81, the up back. So good starting position for your Trojans.
Now, I can't assure you that the clock and down and distance and all that will be kept up as well as it is on our home games. Our clock operator is on fall break, they call it, is what he's on. Trojans get ready to go to work. They've got 2 guys in the backfield with them. That's Lindsay and
Jimmy Duncan.
And Duncan in the backfield. D-Dub to the near side. Carson Sellis with the start. And Fontenot, it looks like, is at the top.
Yeah.
Bringing D-Dub in motion. He crosses over in front of Sellers and settles in. Handoff is going to go to JT. JT is going to get it to the far side. Banging around up the middle, and that's a first down.
Yeah, 11-yard carry there, right there behind Aiden Price and Jacoby Morris there.
Well, that's not a bad place to go. First down and 10. Give him, give him 11 on that one?
Yes, sir.
From the 48-yard line again, Washington goes in motion. Snap is back. Handoff's going to come this way this time. Oh, cutting up the middle. Good work now trying to bang around inside the 40 and does to the 39. That will stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains.
Jimmy Duncan there, same play, just ran it to the right side there, but he had 13 yards on that play, Doug.
Still had the motion to that side, too, so the Trojans doing a lot out of this. That 3-man front for the Rebels, stacking in, looking for the run. Snap is back. Play action to JT. Now going over the top. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Alex Fontenot. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 39-yard there, kind of little
Don't know, Brett, if we have a chance to look at that one again or not. We'll get the distance on that one as well for you. But, oh, goodness, what a play that was.
Yeah, 39 yards there, Doug, for that touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. Basically fake to JT, fake to Jimmy, and, cornerback was watching the backfield, and Fondo ran right by him.
Eli Fung on for the PAT, and it is up and it is good. Trojans lead it 7-0, 41 seconds into the game. We'll be back after this. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me Kimberly Harrell.
And we are back. DCville Bates Stadium, 39 yards on the touchdown pass. Back deep to receiver, Grimes and Phillips. Eli Fung in there set to kick this off. Well, Landon Grimes took one to the house last year in the Pineville, on the last play of the Ruston game, and then had another one. Did he take it back against Ash in that game last year? Or was that somebody else that started the third quarter with the?
I don't know. I don't remember that one. I'm sorry. Edwards also back there with them. Oh.
A little onside kick by the Trojans, and it's going to be recovered by Alexandria as the ball made it just about 10.5, and that's good work once again by Eli Fung. That's his second one that he's gotten this year.
Yeah, first one was against Opelousas, and just a nice little touch right there for 11 yards, and then and he falls on it. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans that's kind of crazy. It has to go 10 yards, and they spot it at the 50.
That's exactly right.
A little different there.
Boy, the nose of the football just had to touch it, so he gets around behind the Trojans with their second possession. This one starts, and they did move it back that time because they had that same question in their minds.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's going to think that legally, huh?
7-0 Trojans lead this one, and off to the left side now, and off and running, banging through there is JT, and they're going to call, look like forward progress after maybe just a couple.
Yeah, 2 yards there on that one. Off that left side by Townsend's now a little H-back.
2nd down and 8, handoff right up the gut against that big offensive line is pushing, trying to get some work in there.
Yeah, going to give him 4 yards on that one, Doug. That was behind Reed on that play. Townsend, like I said, with H-back position again.
Trojans definitely going tempo. Handoff once again right up the middle and banging forward for a 1st down is JT. Clock will stop momentarily, but the Trojan offense is just rolling in this one early.
Give him 6 on that one. He actually ran into Jacoby. May have been able to go a little bit further on that one, but Jacoby was 6 yards up the field with him.
I think Trojans going as fast as we've seen them go this year. Play action and going right back at it. Looking for Jimmy. Jimmy's got it. Touchdown, Jimmy Duncan. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 37 yards there on that just seam route to Jimmy, and a beautiful pass there. Carson's now 2 for 2 with 2 touchdowns, 139 and 137.
Okay.
Wow. That's 76 yards on those 2 touchdown passes combined, Nick. If the brain serves me correctly, and they're biting on that play action because you've got to respect the run.
Yeah, for sure.
And look, what's good about it is that extra point is up, and it is good. 14-0 Trojans with the lead. Let's keep it right here on this one and talk about a little bit about what has happened there. Nick, you've got to pay so much attention to the run of JT, and then Jimmy has carried the ball. Darius has been emotional. That you only need one receiver to get by their guy, and it's on.
Yeah, that one, unlike the first one to Fontenot. I mean, Fontenot was pretty much, the only one that was pretty much in the route, where that one, there were 4, basically 9 routes or go routes on that one, and there was, 3, excuse me, and there were 2 or 3 that were open.
We'll see if Pineville comes up and keeps an eye out for this onside kick.
Yeah, I would think they would bring the center guy there, closer to the 50-yard line, right in front of.
Somewhere Bodie Van Dyke is watching this one and just loving it.
Yeah.
He did a great job at the onside kicks when he was here kicking. We know that he watches a lot of the broadcasts, so big shout out to that young man. 10:23 to go. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Fung does it again. It's going to bounce around.
Get on the ball.
Ball is loose, and the Trojans are going to have it. Boy, I'm telling you, Pineville had an opportunity to get it, and it bounced around. It's just when you get that oblong football going, you just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and people going to sit here and think, why can't they get? I mean, that thing it's not easy.
Oh no,
It's
it
really
bounces
not.
around everywhere.
I mean, if anybody watched the end of the Alabama South Carolina game, I mean, we're talking, Alabama's top 10 team, and and three of their guys, misplayed one on the very end of that game.
Trojans will start this possession from the 45-yard line.
Max
Just
Gassett in.
a couple of minutes in there. Gassett in at quarterback. There you go, number 7. He runs the ball a lot while he's in there, and he sends JT. He'll spread it out and take off up the middle with the quarterback draw and dives forward out to the 49. Penalty is going to come in, looks like in the area of holding, Nick.
Yeah, very fortunate there for Max, and it's number 22 24 for Pineville. Boy, that collision they had was pretty nasty. That's not Jocko, is it? It must be 29.
No, Jocko's the kicker.
29.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 29 to Quincy Cox.
Is going to be holding against the Trojans. That'll back them up 10 yards. And first time tonight, they'll be behind the sticks.
You couldn't ask for a better start here so far for the Trojans.
No, not at all. Back to the 35-yard line. Trojans need to get into Rebel territory out to the 45. Duncan and D-Dub to the near side. Fontenot, the lone receiver, to the top. Gassett's in there. Townsend at the H-back, and they're looking in to see what's going on. They'll spread out just a little bit more. Snap is back, and a quick throw over to the near side. Washington has it. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 44, and we'll get back 7 of that.
Yeah, close. Yep, 7 for sure there, and that's first completion for Max Gassett and the first catch by Darius.
Trojans again moving rapidly in this one. 2nd down and 12. Handoff goes up the middle. JT hops around, spins, move, bangs around, and gets back the penalty yardage, the first down yardage, and much more. And JT struggling to go down to the ground. That is a first down. Give him 14 on that one, it looks like.
Well, it was 16 actually, because he went 4 past, and it was.
He had 2 to go.
Yep.
So 12 to go for the first down, a 4 pass, 16-yard gain out to the 41-yard line. JT now has it to the far side. Following that good line of blocking off the left side, and gets out to the 28-yard line, where he'll be dropped as we roll under 10 minutes. 10 minutes in this one, goodness.
A 12-yard gain there off the left side.
JT's coming off. Looked like a little shaken on that one, but he'll be right back in there. So that gets Vaughn Darbon back in there. A little jet sweep is called there to Fontenot. Fontenot's got to spin around. No, that's Townsend.
Yeah.
Townsend that has that one.
It looks like Townsend, his first carry there, looks like 2 yards there.
That's a pass reception.
I'm sorry.
On that from Townsend.
Correct. Excuse me. Yes, it went.
So apply that to the passing total of Gassett. Gassett still with Darbon in the backfield with him. Good to talk to Vaughn last night on the show. Gassett's going to pull it this time. He gets trying to get to the outside. Now cuts back in, spins around. He'll have the first down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, so 14-yard gain there for Max on his second carry, but the first one didn't count because of the.
And look, you cannot just come in on Max, because he'll throw the ball right over the seam. We saw him go downfield last week a couple of times.
Yeah, look for that right here, Doug.
Darius in motion. Look, he gets it on the sweep, the little toss there, and he's going to cut back inside. Nothing doing on that. It'll bring up 2nd down and looks like about 10.
Yeah. Yeah, and nice little play there by Cox from Pineville, disrupting that.
Gassett's got it 2nd down and a long 10. Toss goes to Darbon to the far side. He's behind that big left side again. Breaks to the outside, now spins in, and will be down near another first down. See if they mark him inside. Yeah, it's going to be first and goal for the Trojans.
Yeah, give Vaughn 10 there on that play, and just tiptoe down the sideline and got a few extra yards.
JT back in the ball game. Good to see. He's going to get it this time, but they were looking for him. And we'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's Thurs. That's number 7, the linebacker Thurs, and that was
all over the field. We heard we talked to the crew from Pineville and said, look, he was player of the week last week. He's just all over the field.
Yeah, very good athlete back there with Miranda as well.
Forget, we'll be working on our Southern Air cool play of the game. Toss comes to the near side. JT busting around. You see it down near the end zone, and he'll be at the
1 yard line.
1.
Yep. So 3 there on that one, and kind of lowered the boom there at the end.
Boy, you're looking at a good shot at it there. High snap, but see what they called before that.
He's pointing to the. That flag's over here in front of the pylon over here. Dead ball offside, so it's going to be half the distance.
Well, that's a big help for the Trojans. And there is not 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. There is 7 minutes. JT, now they look to do it again. JT gets it. He's going to go right into the middle. Touchdown, JT Lindsay. Touchdown, Trojans. Trojans 3 for 3 on their 3 drives, Nick, and the Rebels have yet to have an offensive snap.
Yeah, just like I said, couldn't ask for a better start for the Trojans tonight here in the second district game of the 5-2A district.
2-5A is where the Trojans play from, one of the toughest ones. Rivals that Catholic League down out of New Orleans with Edna Carr and Rummel and then those guys.
You need a holder here, Doug.
Well, it's difficult for Eli to kick this one.
We can do the old school drop kick.
Well, you remember that Sellers came in and was holding for Darius last week after Darius got hurt, and I think that's what you saw here. There is no play clock. Kick is up, and it is well good. Trojans lead it 21-0. We'll be back right after this. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports. And we are back, DC Bill Bates Stadium. Trojans take the opening toss. They score, or the kickoff. They score a couple onside kicks later, and it's 21-0 in this one. Football season may be here, but it's poinsettia season as well. Check out Doug Young Nursery for all your poinsettia needs. They got the firecracker one, firework one.
Yeah, that's
puts a foot into this one. Does Fung, and he drives this one back to the goal line. It's going to be returned. See if the Trojans are able to get out there and make a stop, and they do. And that's just big-time work. Is that Cortez that's out there?
Simon, yeah.
Cortez Simon. We talked about him a little bit. Looked like he might have fallen on the ball there. But 14-0 West Washita with the lead on that one. May want to update ours on that. You can see that on our Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard. And the Rebels, their first offensive possession will come from the 15-yard line. See who's in there at quarterback for them. Is that Tate that's back there with them? It looks like.
Yes. Wonder if he's got a piece of equipment. Okay, there we go. Didn't know what the white hat was looking for there.
Aiden Tate in there at quarterback, and he's got Mix flanked off to his right. Snap is low. Mix is going to get this one up the middle and nothing doing on that one. As a host of Trojans.
Yeah, Thibodeau there with the tackle. One thing, what I think the White Hat was telling him, Doug, was that the play clocks aren't working, so he's going to have to be looking at this back judge over here on the sideline for the 10-second.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Tate calls for it, and he's going to run it himself, but finds tough sledding there up the middle.
Yeah, Thibodeau at his the other Cajun name, Thibodeau at his ankles there, and then Xavier brings him down. So good work there by those two.
3rd down and 9, just a yard on this offensive set. There goes motion. Tate's going to call for it and go off the right side, looking back to get up the middle, make some good shifty moves. But the Trojans are going to stop him shy of the 1st down, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Elijah Nelson there when he recut back. And Doug, we have Clayton Doyle starting tonight looks like he's in place of Jackson Townsend. So I'm assuming that injury on that last play, not the last play, but the screen play last week, Jackson must be down.
Back deep to receive for the Trojans should be
Jimmy
that
Duncan.
Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy's back there. So Darius still favoring that shoulder, we believe, a little bit. Not going to put him into anything he doesn't need to be, and that comes to the near side, and Jimmy's the best serve to get out of the way, and it will roll down. And the Trojans will start their 4th possession from the 40-yard line, 41?
Yeah, 40-yard line, and Aiden Tate there to down the ball. Looks like your glasses are pretty valuable because you never have to worry about me telling you which Trojan it is.
Right, no kidding. Well, he was at the side from where I was. In my defense,
I got you
right on the side of him.
I got you. I'm sorry.
That's right. So I couldn't see who it was. The clock up at the top, we're running just to catch up to it. There's 5:37 to go in this one, so fear not. I'm not just running it
penalty here
for nothing.
That I missed.
I'm talking about my glasses or lack thereof,
yes,
and the Trojans will start this one with their worst starting field position of the night.
Yeah, looks like a 15-yard personal foul or unsportsmanlike.
It's been marked off from about the 45. It'll put the Trojans around the 30, it looks like.
Yeah. From the 40 to the 25, I think, Doug. Yeah. They're starting at the 40 here.
Okay.
So 15 yards on that one. So that's the 2nd penalty for your Trojans. First was a holding call for 10, and then a unsportsmanlike here for 15. So,
and not sure who it was called on or what the circumstance was surrounding it.
Must have been very late. I wonder if it wasn't talking a little bit, chatting a little bit after the play.
Very well could have been that. Back in at quarterback is Carson Sellers. You got 3 receivers now to the near side. Lindsey in the backfield with Sellers. Motion is Fontenot. Back to pass now is Carson. He's got time. Now goes over there wide open out of the backfield. That is Fontenot from his motion. Bouncing around, banging down. He's going to be at the 35-yard line and just wide open. And that's what you look at. So many weapons for the Trojans. You just can't cover everyone.
Yeah, 40-yard completion there from Sellers to Fontenot on 1st down.
Trojans on their 4th possession here, and we've still got 5.5 to go in the 1st quarter. JT's got it, trying to get to the outside now. Decides to go up the middle. He's going to put his head down and gather a few more yards out of there. Again, you can keep up with the games across that Saddler's Towing scrolling scoreboard along the bottom of it. You see Bunky and their big-time quarterback go big last night in that one. 2nd down and a long 2 in this one, perhaps. Motion now comes to the near side as Fontenot once again. Sellers a quick hitter this time. Townsend bangs it around and nearly picked off a couple of times by the Rebels.
KJ Ray was actually out there. That was KJ Ray 89 with that drop. First incompletion of the night for the Trojans. 6 for 7 between Carson and Gassett.
Oh, one of these days I'll remember. I'm going to get me a chain and put them around my neck is what I'm going to do. 4:46 to go here in the 1st quarter. Spin move there and a big-time play is that banging through and making that one.
Yeah, that's
LaMarcus Thurs.
Yeah, 4-yard loss there, and just a really tough linebacker. It was fun to watch him last week on film.
4th down and the Trojans set to go forward here. got to get to the 26-yard line, looks like. 25, perhaps.
Yeah.
And again, no play clock out there, so we've got to keep our eye on the back judge as well. He'll raise his hand up. Back to pass now is Sellers setting up that little middle screen. JT's going to have to do something on his own, and he does. JT, the patience from that young man. And there's going to be 15 yards added to the end of that one.
Yeah, so we're going to say that's a 12-yard play, Doug. And then we'll add on the...
He almost stopped
He
and
did.
waited for his blockers to come up and get with him.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looked like he may have heard a whistle. I was like, what was he doing? But yeah.
I think he's just that dude.
Yeah, letting them. But that was a big fourth down there, and for a 12-yard gain. And like I said, they'll tack on another 15 for the horse collar.
And they've not stepped the penalty off yet, so they'll move the sticks. You see them on your screen. Personal foul, face mask is what's called against the defense, and that'll move it deep into the red zone. Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard shows you the 6-0 Trojans ranked different places in the rankings. They lead this one 21-0 and are marching, looking for more. Jimmy Duncan comes to the near side. Townsend, the H-back, flanked off to the right, and JT is behind Sellers as that group turns and looks over at the Trojan coaching staff. 3:50 to go, still in the first quarter. Snap is back now. JT's got it. He puts his head down. Boy, that's good work coming up and keying on JT right there.
Yeah, I gave him 2 there on that one, and I'm trying to see. It looks like
that. They're calling that to Baden is the young man with the tackling. I mean, he fired right through the offensive line.
Yeah, good work there for him.
Second down and goal for the Rebels. Ball rests at the 7, it looks like, from this angle. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Duncan at the slot. Watch for him. Back to pass is Sellers. He's going over the corner into that area where the one spot that we don't have good coverage on it, that one pole that's there. But needless to say, incomplete, and the clock will stop there with 3:02.
Yeah, just Darius kind of looked like he got a little cross on the route there, and wasn't quite to the corner where Sellers put it.
Sellers seeing what's going on with that defensive unit now with their pre-snap read is. We'll look over. You see JT there, Fontenot to the top. He's got a touchdown on the evening, if you will. Sellers now brings Townsend in motion. We'll get the snap. It's a low one. It's going to roll this way and look for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Darius Washington. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 8-yard slant there from Sellers to Darius for his first touchdown, his third reception of the game, first touchdown of the game. Good to see.
2:56 on the clock.
Good to see his shoulders better.
Trojans 4 for 4. And what struck me there is the time that Sellers had back there to wait for these receivers to get open. And when you got a limited space like that, there's a good chance that extra point is up, and it is good. Going to take a break. We'll be back. It is ASH 28, Pineville 0, 2:56 to go in the first. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
We are back at DC Bill Bates Stadium, and it's been all Trojans in this one here in the first. Eli set to kick this off.
Got West Washita up 14-7, Doug, on Tioga.
On Tioga in that one, yeah.
That one's at West Washita.
Homecoming over at Menard tonight. Eli Fung puts a foot into this one. That one's going to find its way to the end zone and does for a touchback. First touchback of the evening for Eli.
You couldn't ask for a better start for your special teams either.
Well, you look at the program here tonight, Alexandria, and you go back to that coin toss where they took the ball, knew they had the plan in motion. They wanted the ball. They were going to get it either on the defer or they were going to take the ball if they won the toss, try to get down and score, hammer a couple onside kicks, and get this kind of a game out of it. Low snap, back to pass now, coming to the near side. That one is bobbled around in the air, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, Griffin on the coverage there. Good to see that young man back. He didn't play last week, and that was Matt Edwards on the
Edwards, the intended receiver. Clock stops at 2:52. We're letting it catch up to the one that we have. Snap is back, and there's going to be a run up the middle. Now breaking off to the far side, and it's a foot race. See if Gaines is able to get him. No, breaking through. And that young man is going to go to the house. Looking around, Aiden Tate takes that one 80 yards there, and pay dirt for that young man. And we've heard all about Aiden Tate.
Yeah, and exactly what we talked about, Doug. We talked about stopping the run. That's that was their 5th play of the game. And, so 5 plays, 1 touchdown. I mean, that's
look, that's exactly what you expected. Trojans don't contain on the outside of it. And once Aiden Tate got out there, that young deceptively fast. I mean, he really got down the field well, and that was great to see.
Yeah, no, very good athlete. And he's only a junior, so the Rebel. I thought they said that thing wasn't working this year.
Goodness gracious.
Might have been Randy fooling us.
I don't care how many games I go to. That kick is up, and it is good. 7 for the Rebels on this one. And look, that's as big. We're going to keep it right here, too. That's as big of a confidence builder for the Rebels as they were able just to get right that big play on the outside of it. And 80 yards later, Aiden Tate goes to the house.
Yeah, that was a great run, just great athletic ability by that young man.
And look, you've got some speed on that Trojan defense, and they weren't catching him.
No, he's definitely quick for sure. Still no other updates, Doug, on our score text.
Trojans, look, you take nothing away from Pineville, but Bachman is telling them you better not lose your intensity at all in this one.
Yeah.
So, rushing yards there, I think, what do we have early on in this first quarter for JT?
Looking at
43, 50, 50 or so.
Probably right around 60. Right around 60 here without me getting my calculator out, but with 1 touchdown on 12 carries.
Jimmy and JT back deep to receive. They'll come up a little bit. It was a short kick to start things off, and I don't think anything different as the Trojans have 9 men within about 15 yards of the line, which is the 50.
Yeah, looks like Jimmy's going to be ready over here.
There's that scoop kick again, and it's caught going down at the 42-yard line. Jimmy all the way up to receive that one at the 42. Well, that's a weapon right there on that kick.
Yeah, that is. That's a great play there. Great play by Burford earlier and Jimmy on that one because we've seen how fast that can change the game with our special teams, with our kickoff team. So good work there by Jimmy Duncan.
Trojans, amazingly, with their 5th possession here in just the first, and we've seen games where they didn't have but 3 in the first half when you get against a grinded-out type of team.
Yeah.
Boy, great work by the Rebels to answer that flurry that was coming out from the Trojans, and now all you need is just a little bit of momentum.
Nope.
Snap is back, and we're underway here, and they'll stop it right away. Looked like they could have called that one pre-snap.
Yeah, that's Peter Lofton, one of our sophomores, but
boy, he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, he's had a great season. He got a little early start there, so back your Trojans back 5 yards.
First down and 15. Trojans, one of the things that they're certainly going to have to clean up the penalties that they've had early in this one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not what Coach wanted to have happen.
Townsend in motion to the far side. He's going to block. Oh, that's a good pick play, if you will. Jimmy's got it now moving to the outside. He's going to be stopped, but 8 yards on the pickup, and Tanner just goes out and he blocks the man that was covering Jimmy, and there you go. It's second down and 8, it looks like.
The reason that's legal is he was behind the line of scrimmage. Tanner was blocking behind the line of
That was
scrimmage.
a block and not a pick.
Yeah, so that's why it's legal.
Snap is back. Handoff goes up the middle. No, it's going to be a keeper to the near side. Spun around and brought down. That's Gassett that's in there at quarterback.
Yeah, 11-yard gain there. So he now has a 14-yard rush and 11-yard rush.
2 minutes even and counting. We'll try to let the clock catch up just a little bit to us. Toss goes to the far side. That's JT. JT looks for somebody to hit, and he gets banged around pretty good.
Yeah, 2 yards there for JT.
Rebels told him, you look for somebody to get hit, we will oblige.
Yeah, definitely. Miranda was there. And then the other inside linebacker looks like Pearson, I think 41.
Second down and 8. JT's got it again. He cuts back like he does, spins around. It's going to fall around the 35, and it should be a first down. Should be enough for the first. Yeah. And they will move the sticks. 1:37 to go in this one. You see it 28-7. There's a good look at Coach Donahoe and that successful offense tonight.
Yeah, look right here, Doug. This would be a place for them to play action
and send one deep,
yeah.
trying to get something going here right before they switch ends of the field. It's been all Trojans in this one, but a big 80-yard run from Aiden Tate. Might be the Pineville side of the Southern Air cool play of the game. JT gets it this time. Cuts back to the inside, just rolls over people, still on his feet to the 20. Cuts back and is going to slide down around the 18-yard line. That's enough to stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, 17-yard gain there for him, and he don't want to run out of bounds.
No, you want to keep the clock going here. Gassett calls for it. Back to JT it goes. Hops over that interior line out down around to the 16-yard line. Still have to snap it one more time, and it looks like Vaughn is going to come in.
2 yards there with Thurs making the play, making the stop.
So it's Darius to the near side, Jimmy Duncan to the far side, Darbone flips to the far side, and that's the two young men that were on the show, Townsend and Vaughn, flanked to the left of Gassett. Gassett brings D-Dub in motion, and that's that little jet sweep to him. He's going to cut to the inside. Darius Washington, touchdown Trojans.
We're going to call that a pass, correct?
Absolutely, it's a pass.
Okay, 18-yard pitch and catch there from Gassett to Darius Washington on that sweep, and a great block there by Vaughn and the other receivers. Like Coach Bachman said, no block, no rock for them right.
That's exactly what he said. Well, the Trojans have put up 34, looking to get 35 here in the first. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns, and wow.
A lot of different ways to do it as well, Doug.
Yeah, getting a lot of people involved with it. Snap is back. That kick is up, and it is no good. It'll reside at 34-7. 17 seconds to go in this. We'll step away. We'll be right back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Back to DC Bill Bates Stadium. Fung misses the extra point on there. Last kick went into the end zone. He's handling all the kicking duties tonight. 34-7. Your Trojans lead this one nearing the end of the first quarter. Gets the whistle. Now Fung puts a foot into it and hammers this one. And we were just talking during the commercial. The sophomore has a pretty good leg.
Yeah. Grew up playing soccer. My dad was a great soccer player in Lafayette and came here to Louisiana College.
Pretty good dude, too.
Yeah, nice guy. And his wife, Riche, and she was, I think, a dancer at ASH. And just a good family, on both sides. And a good young man as well.
Aiden Tate, last time he was out there, all he did was take it 80 yards to the house. So we'll see if the Trojans don't collapse as much on there, but that young man is as advertised. Snap is back. Different man that's got it. And Frazier comes up with the tackle there.
I think that's Phillips. I think it was number 6, if I'm not mistaken.
That should do it for the first quarter of play. We're going to step away. Trojans lead this one 34-7. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this on 446 Sports.
Want to shine online? Restore Media Group has got your back. Are you ready to take control of your online presence? At Restore Media Group, we specialize in reputation awareness, social media management, and boosting your Google rankings. Our mission? To help businesses in Mississippi and Louisiana shine online. Imagine your brand visibility skyrocketing, your social media posts engaging more customers, and your business staying ahead of the competition. Sounds great, right? Well, it gets even better. With services starting at just $299 a month, we offer affordable solutions for businesses of all sizes. Whether you're a small startup or an established company, we've got the tools and expertise to elevate your digital presence. So why stress over the digital world when you can let us handle it? Focus on what you do best, and let Restore Media Group do the rest. Remember, we specialize in our things, so you can specialize in yours. Contact us today at info@restoremedia.com to get started. Transform your business online with Restore Media.
And we are back starting the second quarter. West Washita up 21-7 over Tioga. Montgomery or St. Mary's up 7-0 over Montgomery, I believe, is what I saw in there. And no score from Menard at homecoming tonight. Here, your Trojans have the lead 34-7, 5 for 5 on touchdown possessions in that first quarter. Tate.
Look at this set over here. 4 receivers.
4 receivers to the near side. One at the top. Snap throw is there, but all of his blockers left him, and he's going to be down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it's Aiden Tate on the reception there, and it looks like Williams pushed him out. Latravius Williams.
A couple of whistles afterwards, like there was a flag, and there is on the Rebel sideline. Looks like it may be something because the flag is inside the sideline in the area of where a personal foul would be. But the Trojans are... Oh, no, he wasn't walking back.
Dead ball.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Trojans, and... that's something that Bachman, when we talk to him tonight, and we won't do a post-game show from up here, but we'll spend a little bit of time with him tonight after this one is over with, once everything gets settled. So tune in for that. Keep an eye out on our number of media outlets that we have. That's got the Rebels all the way out to the 41-yard line, first down and 10. And that looks like 12 in there at quarterback. Is that what I see?
15. That should be
Justin Rashell. He's the young man that got hit at the end of that near touchdown up at Pineville and bounced right back up. Handoff comes to the near side and is down.
You got Clayton Dole there and Xavier and Rashell. So just a host of Trojans there for that tackle. Good work there.
We'll keep the clock up for you, keep you posted on that. Handoff goes right up the middle, banging around, but there's that Trojan defense still grinding, but good work by Xavier White to bring down Tate this time. Third down and 3. And you got to believe out near midfield, this is certainly going to be 4-down territory. Handoff once again back to him, and good seal blocking by the Rebels, and that's going to get another first down for Pineville, and Aiden Tate continues to rack up the yards.
Yeah, Jay Frazier there on the tackle. It looks like now that Rachel's in there, they look a lot more comfortable. They're getting to run their offense like they usually do.
And look, that is tempo that we talked about that the Rebels would bring to you. Snap is back to Rashell. He's going to roll to the far side, getting pressured. Stays on his feet. Wow. Just a tremendous play by Rashell to survive that hit in the backfield.
Yeah, Cortez was there, and Justin Rashell got away from him, and looks like we have a tackle there by Cameron Layfield, who's in it playing.
They'll officially give him about a half a yard, but that's one of the biggest plays you'll find. There's that jet sweep that we saw. Still not going down. That'll be a pass completion out to the 26, complete to number 6 for the Rebels, and that is Phillips, Camarion Phillips. He was the player of the game for him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Jaden Lewis there came all the way across the field with him, man-to-man, ended up making the tackle, but
the Rebel coach is excited over there. They want tempo. Rachel calls for it once again to Tate, firing through in the backfield, and that's good work by Elijah Nelson.
Yeah, great work there, bringing Tate down. He's not an easy one to bring down with one person, but he did get him around the ankles there, and it's one of those things, Doug, to where I'll tell you in a second.
10 minutes on the clock here until halftime. Pass over the middle, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, Layfield was underneath there. Cameron Layfield was underneath and almost made that interception. But, Pineville's probably wishing they would have started with this quarterback setup.
Incomplete pass there, 3rd down and 12, and they're moving around a little bit. Yeah, but, you don't know what they were starting with because that Trojan offense was out there a lot. But I'm telling you, these 2 of the 3 last possessions that have been the Rebels' possessions, the one big run and then moving the ball well here with Justin Rachel in there, feeling a little more comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. And puts Aiden Tate in his, original, position his traditional position that he's comfortable with. And did you see who called the timeout there, Doug? I didn't quite see.
No, the Pineville got the timeout, yeah.
So that's their first of the game.
I think that's the first for either squad, huh?
Yes, that's correct. So see if we have any score updates here.
We told you, and you see Griffin there. It's good to see him. He was walking around in the booth the last couple of weeks. Great to see him back out there. 3rd down and 12, and again, you got to believe that the Rebels are thinking 2 downs here. Ball is called for there, back to the insides. That was Tate on the Wildcat there into the 28-yard line. Gets really nothing. Now they give him 1 or 2, but it's going to be 4th down. You were hoping on that type of a 3rd down play that you're running that maybe you could get 7 or 8 of it and make a short 4th down, but it's going to be 4th down and 10. Time for the Trojans to stand up.
Yeah, 4th and manageable was what they were looking for. Now it's 4th and 10, and Hobbs and Thibodeau started that, and Xavier took him down.
Motion to the near side. Watch the jet sweep. Pass that one. Pass is thrown behind him, and if he puts that on the money, that could be a touchdown. The slant route was there.
Yeah, and once again, you have your starting running back playing quarterback, and that's difficult transition for anybody, no matter how great of an athlete he is.
9:17 to go as the Trojans get the ball here. First possession of the second quarter. And Nick, they had a couple of touchdowns already in the first by the time you were 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
But, man, weathering the storm, kind of like a Tyson fight. You see them come out and just start throwing in big haymakers and wobbly legs, but they stood there and came back.
That's right. Good fight here by the Rebels.
JT in the back. No, that's Vaughn. Vaughn now going in motion. Carson will roll, but it'll be 2 men moving at the same time as Vaughn was moving and then Tanner got off. So 2 men moving at the same time. Illegal procedure.
We talked last night, Doug, about, coming over here playing a clean game, and you're looking at...
As good as they've been offensively, the penalties are mounting up.
Yeah, you're looking at 50 yards already in penalties, on 5 penalties for your Trojans.
Trojans desperately trying not to look ahead. They got a big one next week, without a doubt. There goes Vaughn in motion once again. Snap is back. Carson rolling to the far side. He's going to square his body. He's looking to get a lot of it. That is dropped inside there to the 50 where it's complete. And going to be down to Darius Washington all the way to the 44-yard line. Clock will stop momentarily to get the chains adjusted at 8:58.
28 yards there from Carson to Darius.
The time in the pocket is what is what's impressive.
He took a little knock there towards the end, but he's up.
Sellers calls for it, gets it back. Into the backfield goes Vaughn. Vaughn banging around to the 41-yard line.
Give Vaughn 5 there on that one. Good first down there. So Vaughn's up to 15 yards on 2 carries.
Still good tempo on this one. Now that's JT back in there, spins down, and they give him maybe a yard to the 41. So the line of scrimmage there was a 42.
Yeah, JT's at 17 carries. So
had 34 a week ago.
Yeah.
Third down now and 4 for the Trojans. Snap is back. JT's going to have it one more time to the far side. Jumps inside, and it's going to be 4th down and 1. Boy, he hops over the line. Give him officially 4th down and 2, so credit him with 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah.
Trojans tempo there. They've got to get to the 37 for the first down. And off is to JT. Stutter steps, makes his way up the middle, and JT's going to go to the house. 10-5, touchdown JT. Lindsey, touchdown Trojans.
Yeah, 39 yards there on that. He just, Doug, he took one step to the left and paused, and then took that step to the right, and he was gone.
Well, and a lot of times when you see a team that has to come up on there to stop the 1 or 2 yard, you bust through that initial line, and it's exactly what happened. JT probably one of his easier 40-yard touchdowns there. Didn't have as far to go as Tate did on his, but looked equally as impressive. Fung will try to get back on mark this time. Kick is up, and it is good. 41-7. Trojans 6 for 6 on touchdowns tonight. We'll be back right after this. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Looking for somewhere different for lunch? Le Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar is a gourmet espresso bar and restaurant with an emphasis on Southern social experience, featuring a wide variety of salads, soups, sandwiches, and of course waffles. Le Bistro has something for everyone and every lifestyle. Whether you are meeting friends, spending time with family, or hosting a private party, we offer a dining experience all will enjoy. Le Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar on Coliseum Boulevard.
We're back, DC Bill Bates Stadium. You saw that commercial there from Le Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar. You think their food's good there? You need to check out their catering. You'll thank me later. Make sure that you get the French toast cookies on there. Tioga West Washita about West Washita leads that one 21-14. That game is in the second quarter. Fung set to put a foot into this one. Hammers this one, and that's another touchback, and Eli puts that one 8 yards deep.
Yeah. Little breeze there coming off of Lake Buell added to that, but he's definitely been
he just hammered it.
You see the smoke there going that way a little bit from the grill, but
so disregard that clock that continues to run because I forget to stop it. It's 7:46 to go until halftime. So we'll hang out on the clock until they catch up with where I'm at, but it's 7:46 to go until halftime. Two-man stack to the near side, back to pass. That one is complete. No, it's incomplete, hits the ground. That's a long throw from the middle of the field over to the sideline.
Yeah, that's Aiden Tate back at quarterback again, and that was trying to get it to Edwards.
You know, they ran pretty smooth when Rashell was in there at quarterback.
Yeah, that was Phillips. I'm sorry.
But Tate's a home run waiting to happen when he gets the football in his hands again. Early this season, 407 yards he carried. He's got close to 100 tonight with help of that 80 yards jaunt earlier. Snap is back, 2nd down and 10. Handoff goes to Mix up the middle, and he's going to be brought down there for 3rd down inside. We'll see who's getting up. That looks like Hobbs, Peyton Hobbs. Good to see Peyton last night out at the show as a whole host of Trojans made their way out there.
Yeah, his hand was up around the face. I guess he didn't grab the mask.
Don't believe that was Mix on that last carry. It was number one. Oh, it was Mix. Okay. Now, I just don't think I can see when I can see. 7-12 and counting. Snap is back over to the near side of pass again. That one is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. And I don't believe that you can go for it down here. You got to kick that one away, and the Rebels will send their punt team out now.
Yeah, that was, again, an attempt to to Edwards here, number 3. We have number 8 who's back there.
That's is that Brennan Davis?
Yeah, Brennan Davis, yeah.
Jimmy Duncan stands right at midfield. Good punt last time. Got up there and had some good roll and got away from the Trojans and any ability to get a run back going.
Menard, Naval 0-0 at halftime.
Snap is high but controlled, nearly blocked, and it's going to be high and short. We'll check up right there and bounce around dead, and the Trojans will start in plus territory at the 41-yard line.
Great job with Griffin, Kyron Griffin there, running away from the ball whenever Jimmy was telling him, fire, to get out of there. And the ball was very close to him. So we got a soccer match going at Menard, Doug. 0-0 at halftime.
Now, see, isn't that, don't y'all call that kneel or something like that?
Yeah, you can call it nil, but this is American football, so we'll
all right.
We'll say
but when you recall it, when you make it a soccer match, then I have to get with the lingo on there. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Snap is back. It's a high one, but controlled. That Darbon up the middle, banging around, still showing that power that he has. He's all the way out to the 29, and that's another first down. Trojans 6 of 6 on touchdown drives.
11 yards there for Vaughn on his third carry. Gives him 26.
6:45, 26 yards on the night for Darbon. Handoff once again to Vaughn. Vaughn stutter steps, moves around, but not slip out of one, but just move off to the side of it a little bit, and it'll be second down and 9.
And 1 yard there, and Thurs with the tackle on Darbon. So did we get his name correct on the last name, Darbon?
Yep, sure did. He said you can call it whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Toss goes back to Vaughn. Vaughn again, shifty, moving there and out for a first down. Goes Darbon.
Yeah, he's going to get 10 there for the first down. And, you know, Vaughn, he looks for contact.
He does.
He looks for contact.
He seeks contact. Yeah. We talked about that last night. He's going to get it again and draw some more contact. Banging around up the middle inside the 5 as Vaughn, and a penalty flag falls about the 10 in the area of what would be holding.
Yeah, it should be a 14-yard run if it stinks.
So credited probably about a 4-yard gain, depending on where they mark it. I don't believe they'll mark it from the end of it. See what they've got. They look like they're going to move it forward some, so it's going to be on the Rebels, it appears. Personal foul, face mask against the Rebels, and so that'll move it.
That's a 14 yards there, and then it's what, half the distance? Yeah.
Yeah, which will give them 4 yards, maybe 5 yards, 4. Yeah, it'll be first and goal now from the 2. You got to pay Vaughn off on this one. He should get it off that right side.
Yes.
Snap is back to gas it. It's high, but Vaughn does corral it. Banging around inside. Wait for the call, and it's there. Touchdown, Vaughn. Darbon, touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, that's good to see for that young man. He's put so much work into this game, into this season, and just hadn't quite had the touchdown numbers that yet, but that's good work there.
47 now for the Trojans in this one, looking to add the PAT and make it a 41-point lead. Snap is back. It's a good one. The hold is there. The kick looked like he hammered that one. The fastball through there. Adds the PAT 48-7. We'll be back halfway home in the second. We'll be back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Doesn't
We are back discussing the options here in this one. Trojans up by 41. Clock runs at 42-point lead. So the Rebels have got to find a way to get into the end zone here, get some points on. Kick is high and going to be into the end zone, and it's an automatic touchback. You have no choice of whether you're going to run it out or not. 5:49 to go in this one, and we'll try to get that clock down and at least have it caught up for a moment or two. That's 7 for 7 on touchdown drives now in possessions here. And Nick, some of these District 2-5A games, 7 might be all the possessions you get in a game.
Yeah, next week. Very possible next week.
Next week is week 8. Trojans looking to hang on here and move to 7-0 and 2-0 in district and set up a big showdown with arguably the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah, Xavier there, I mean, just met him in the hole, did a great job holding on to him with Thibodeau helping him. So good work there by X.
At halftime up in West Ouachita, 21-14. Billy and Chuck bringing you that one. 2nd down and 10. And at quarterback is Aiden Tate. He's got, looks like he's got Mix back there with him. I'm not sure. Clock stops beforehand with the officials. Look like a false start. But it's just been all Trojans in this one. Dead ball, false start, and they're moving backwards. And that's not what you need when it's arguably a must score for them. You say that at 5 minutes to go until halftime, but they get the ball back to start the second half. So if somebody you can get down there and score, use up some time, get the opportunity maybe to cut into this thing. Snap is back there, back to pass, looking over the top, throwing it into 4 receivers or in 4 defenders. Well, that's a risky throw right there, looking for Landon Grimes, who has been their star at wideout this year.
Cameron Griffin there on the pass breakup, good coverage there on Grimes.
That's a tough throw there into 4 defenders. 5:08 to go here until halftime. 3rd down and 15. Snap is back now, rolling this. And here comes pressure on the blinds on the backside, and they set up that screen pretty well, getting back into open field and off and running. Xavier's got to track him down. He pulls him back by the back of the jersey, and a flag is going to come in at the very end of it. I thought he had jersey and didn't have the collar, but he saved a touchdown there, did Xavier.
I think what he's going to call, Doug, is I think he did have the jersey, and he pulled him out of bounds. And then I think the extra when they're out of bounds. I'm hoping, because if not, I mean that was nothing but jersey.
Yeah, you saw the jersey separate from there, and maybe it was just that they slung him down right at the end of it.
I'm hoping
but
that's the case.
A lot of momentum going around there.
Yeah, guess we'll see.
They're waving it off, and they did say it was jersey that he had, so that was a question.
Yeah. I didn't think.
And it was the official that was down, several yards away from the ball.
Yeah, we could see from here it wasn't a horse collar, but
it is 1st down. They'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Trojans lead this one big, nearing halftime. We'll be back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
back to DC Bill Bates Stadium here, just a short jaunt across the Red River rivalry, what they call it, and the Trojans in command in this one. You see Peyton Hobbs and those guys down there along the line. That's a good group. Jordan Mason, Thibodeau is down there. Elijah Nelson, Cortez Simon is in. And Rebels looking to get down and get one here before the half. Trojans looking to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a very good play by Aiden Tate because, Cortez was there.
Calls for the ball and handoff up the middle, trying to bounce it to the offside. Down to the 37. And that
now that one, I think
that was Williams that got that one. That one was closer.
Yeah, I think that one we did get away with a horse collar there, but Williams on the tackle.
You can wave the flag off, but you can't wave it on.
Yeah. And that mix, he's a little scat back like a little Tyrone Carey.
You've got a lot, boy. You're showing going old school back there, aren't you? Wow.
Not old school, man.
No, but that's been a lot of running backs
It has.
through there since then. Rolling out to the far side is Tate, squaring his shoulders up and puts this one down the field.
Yeah, he did.
What a catch. My goodness. Phillips goes up and just grabs that one. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, he just high point that one on top over Jaden Lewis on that. So
look, that's just tip your hat there to Tate putting the ball there and Phillips going up and getting it.
Yes, and to Randy James' excitement, which that was a great play there by that young man.
4:09 to go in this one until halftime. False start there is what they'll call. And little premature action. The cannon goes off. I guess they're prophesying on the touchdown. Look, usually we'll prepare for it when the touchdown is there, but that scared me.
So with all the commotion there,
That's not one of those though that you can go, oops. Right. Anyway, Nick, sorry about that.
No worries. Just 5-yard penalty there on the false start, but always entertaining up here with Randy. Always.
Look, I'm telling you, it indeed it is. Handoff goes to the right side. Hobbs and Chase cuts it back to the inside, and there's Thibodeau. It looked like that brought him down, put him into the.
Yeah, Thibodeau and Bevel there. And, Grayson Bevel's there on the tackle. Work there by those two.
Bevel's the junior for the Trojans.
So Jackson Townsend's definitely out tonight, Doug.
Yep.
Hate to see that for that young man, but that was a bad ankle roll he had last week.
3:30 and counting in this one. Moving off to the far side, and it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, Cortez got held by.
Yeah, 70. It looked like kind of tackled him.
Yeah, McCann, got got Cortez.
If you're the Trojans, you move that back.
Yeah. No, it's a hold. It's not a personal foul.
He's declining that, making it third down. I think it was more of a hold is what we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they adjusted it to holding. That's correct. Still declined, but no, they are taking it now too because it's a hold. So, see, when you want the personal foul, we'll take the hold.
What was the personal?
Illegal use of the key.
Well,
there's 15 more that's going to come out. And there's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, looks like, on the bench. And going backwards and not unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be whistled on the Rebels bench, and that's a warning.
And that's definitely unfortunate for the Rebels because they were first and goal, and after that inside the 5, and now it's going to be third and goal at the
third and goal from the 33-yard line. Goodness gracious. And this is one of those moments because remember, the Rebels do get the ball, and it's a tall order, but if you could get in here and get some points in, come back out, then, you keep yourself out of that clock running situation. And that's what they're fighting to hang in there for. Snap is back, looking to pass. Here comes X up the middle, throwing the ball over the middle, bouncing around, and there's going to be a personal foul. Roughing the passer is what's going to be whistled on the backside of it.
Yeah. Xavier a little late, although he didn't bring him all the way down, but he did hit him. I guess they're going to say it was
roughing the passer is one of those penalties, though.
Yeah, he was up a little high.
Personal foul, roughing the passer is called, and that's one of just a couple of penalties that will get you the automatic first down. It involves roughing the kicker, roughing the holder, and roughing the quarterback there.
Yeah, that's now.
So first down and 10. Now it takes you out of the goal-to-goal situation.
Coach Bachman takes a timeout here.
He'll use his first timeout. We'll take it with him. Be right back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports. Big shout out to our friends at Quibitos. Don't forget to join the Rebels out there on Wednesday nights at 5:30 for the Bryant Bell Show. Tioga goes out there on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. for the reservation roundup. Make sure you go out there. If you wear your team's attire, there's a special menu for you. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this one. And again, listen to what I tell you, not what you see on that clock up there, because I've butchered that greatly. First and 10 following the automatic first down. There's a handoff to the far side of it, chasing down. Boy, when they get to the edge on there, they're quick to the edge.
Yeah, mix there with that run. That's going to be a 12-yard run there for a first down, and brought down by Williams there on that tackle.
Another first down. Now it is back to first and goal, and I think we were here 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Snap is back. Handoff here to the right side. Again, they're finding a lot of running room off that right side. Wow. Carrying into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah. That's just a will there for that young man. He wanted to get in the end zone so bad, and he did. And
I'm telling you, Mix in that group, they just will not quit.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good halftime meeting there with Coach Mercer and the defense. The way that one went down, the last two plays.
Jocko Lee out to attempt the PAT if they quit, and there it is. Sonic boom goes off there.
Coach Lott up here saying that they need practice on the boom.
Always interesting to hear either one of them, whether Randy James or Coach Ernie. And you hear me got both of them together, and it's an enjoyable night.
It is. It really is.
Then if you're sitting at home and you're not out watching high school football on Friday nights, and you're the one that gets on there and says there's nothing to do, I just don't understand that. That one nearly blocked, but overran it. Kick is up, and it is good. 48-14. We'll be back in 30 on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Back to DC Bill Bates Stadiums. Boy, what a difference of quarters it was all Trojans in that first one. They put up a lot of scores. It still haven't been stopped though.
Right.
In this one. JT back deep to receive. Jimmy is up now. He's the up back. So I don't know if is that Darius that's back there with.
Yeah, Darius back.
So Darius is back. Good to see him back there. But the kicks have all been coming short over to this near side. As Lee tees it up, and he looks right over at that area, so you certainly know what's coming. He'll take a couple of steps, and kind of a chip shot, and Jimmy's got it. He's going to bang into Townsend, banging around, and we'll go down. Boy, if you could get around and get some speed to the far side, got an opportunity, but Townsend credited with the tackle.
Yeah, Townsend trying to get in front of him, and just a little confusion there. But hey, they're
Trojans have the ball at the 40, but in that, catching that ball and being prepared for it, and they've had Jimmy Duncan right there all 3 times.
Yeah. And then they, Burford had one.
That's right. He had the first one, and then Jimmy got over there, and he's got the other 2.
And that's just big. I mean, that because we saw what happens. That ball touches the ground, and it could go anywhere. So good work there by Jimmy and Burford.
Trojans back for what is their 8th possession of the first half. Snap is back. It's a little play action. Pump fake, and Sellers going to dump that one off. Good job of going down to his knees and grabbing that one. Jimmy Duncan with the reception.
Yeah, going to give him 12 on that first down pitch and catch there. And that's Jimmy's 3rd catch for 57 yards now. And 1
Trojans,
touchdown.
you certainly know, will try to put one on the board. They've got to come up here. It's at the 48-yard line. Snap is back to Sellers. Handoff goes up the middle. Dancing around and banging over defenders. Going to give him 9.
Yeah, going to get 9 there on his 20th carry. I'll add it up here at halftime. But, Doug, we have 15 pass attempts between Sellers and Gassett. I'll tell you in a second.
Sellers handoff this time back up the middle and a good stop, but after the first down, so give him 3 on that play. That is Ty Sanders coming up and making what a play. Just keyed on JT and came up there and got that one.
He did get 2 yards. He got the first down, but that was a big hit by Sanders.
To the 36-yard line go the Trojans. Sellers and company from the shotgun handoff. Nope, it's a play action going over the top. Again, stretching that field and tackling that, and they've got to change that penalty. Got to do it if you're going to tackle that far back, and it's not going to be down near the goal line on that, because if it is, why not just tackle every time?
Yeah, we're looking at Doug. Carson has 9 attempts. He's 7 for 9, so he only has 2 incompletions. Max is 5 for 5, so you're looking at they're 13 for they're 12 for 14 on their pass attempts. Of course, that one won't count against Carson because of the penalty, but just very efficient.
Indeed, they have been, and we'll dive deeper into the stats at halftime. We'll get some scores from around the way with our Foster Community Scoreboard. They're going to tell you about knee deep in the middle of Socktober. Down to the 21-yard line. Sellers calls for the ball. Play action to JT. Looking for Jimmy, but he'll dump it off to the near side, and it's incomplete. Looking for, is that? Yeah, that's Townsend.
Yeah. That one just looked rough from the beginning.
Never really expected JT to have that number of carries that he's got. What is it, 18?
21.
21 carries. Had 37 last week alone. But the workhorse here, we'll look at yardage, we'll look at touchdowns, we'll look at all of that at halftime. Sellers in that group looking over. Still no play clock tonight, so we're trying to keep an eye on the back judge as well. Snap is back. JT's got it. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, that Rebel defense has responded there.
Yeah, give him 2 there. But yeah, he's definitely the past 2. They've actually he's got 2 yards and they pushed him back. So Rebel defense is getting energized here.
3rd down and 9. Minute 36 to go here. A little post maybe out of that slot here from Jimmy. Nobody on him. Dive down and go towards that goalpost. Snap is back instead. Yeah, that's what they're looking for. He's going to roll around his Sellers. Sellers got a lot of room to run. He's going to take it, pick up the first down, and a whole lot more down to the end zone at the pylon. We'll see where they're going to mark him.
Touchdown.
They give him the touchdown. Yes. Touchdown, Carson Sellers. Touchdown, Trojans. Who says we don't have 2 dual threat quarterbacks?
20-yard scramble there by Carson, and tiptoe down the sideline. I think they expected him to go out of bounds, and when he didn't, he accelerated. That might be a full play of the game. Not expecting that out of the young man.
it looked like what have you seen those you've seen those pictures or those videos of like a newborn horse where he's stumbling to get his legs under him go. It was very effective. And look, he would outdo me in a 2-yard race, a 10-yard. I get all of that. I understand what you're telling me. Trojans going for 2 here.
Everybody calls his second timeout.
Trojans take their second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Timeout.
Coach, coming up at halftime, we'll have stats over today. We won't make it down there onto the field to talk to Coach Bachman tonight. We'll talk to him. We'll visit with him after the game tonight. We'll have scores from around our family of stations.
You saving me some steps?
I am saving you. Look,
I would have eaten a bigger lunch.
if only you'd have known, right?
So
you're welcome to go down if you'd like to.
No, I'll stay in the comfort of
the friendly confines.
Yep.
Got our on-field Brody Cam, and we appreciate that. He's right in the huddle is where he's at, Brett. Let's see if we can look at that one. Yeah, you see the camera work that's down there, just a great addition to what we've been able to do here. Goodness gracious in this one. Trojans stay out there. And Nick, this is big because this gets it into a clock running opportunity. Carson Sellers falls for it. Handoff goes right up the middle, banging around into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. JT with his second 2-point conversion of the year. Yeah, they should have 56 now to 14.
1:17 remaining in the half. Trojans up 56-14.
And just to reiterate, that 42-point mark is the clock running situation, and even if the Rebels come back and get it under that, then the clock will not stop. Timeout will do it, but that's really about it. Trojans put up 34 in the first and 22 in the second. They lead this one 56-14.
Both teams have used 2 timeouts, Doug.
I just tried out before those boys.
Back to the 1-yard line. Up the middle. So even if he brings this one back and gets it out of there, it's not in. Look at him getting to the out or trying to get out of that. Boy, nonstop work there. Ty Sanders again doing that. And that will get the clock running in this one, as we had mentioned earlier. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk about this big explosive first half. We'll recap our family of teams from around the way. We'll look at the Buckeye Bunkie game last night, and we'll have scores from around the state. Rebels Trojans just so effective and efficient in this game. Mix trying to get to the outside. Good pursuit. And is brought down. But I'm telling you what, I'm very impressed with Mix, number 1.
Yeah, Williams and White on the tackle there for another first down. And I hope he's cramping. I hope he's not hurt. I hope it's just a cramp, Doug.
Yeah, injury timeout on the field, and we're simply just running the clock down to catch it up to where it's at. The clock sits at 5 seconds to go. So maybe one play if the Rebels try to take another one. We'll see if they're going to do that. And again, the clock only stops for injuries and timeouts. Time's out. Don't forget, join us Thursday night. We will be back out at Walk-Ons. Had folks, the outer area was completely full and had some spillover inside. I know that team out of New Orleans was playing in there too, and that draws a crowd, but I'm thinking they were there for the Thomas Bachman show. We'll be there this Thursday night. Trojans look like they're going to move to 7-0 on the season. They'll move to 2-0 in District 2 5A and sets up a huge, huge matchup. That is Hakeem Mix, who is just having a whale of a game tonight.
Yeah, good to see him walk off. Just a great athlete and just a very hard runner, Doug. I mean, he's doing a great job for him tonight.
Yep, you see Coach Mercer giving some instruction to there. A couple of big offensive sets for the Rebels here on there. That just defense difficult to keep up with what the Trojans do offensively, Nick.
Yeah.
That rolls the clock, and that's going to do it for the first half. Guys, we will be back for a second half after this. It's been all Trojans. They are perfect 8 for 8 on scoring drives and possessions in the first half. We'll be back after halftime to give you some scores from around the way. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, I think, on there. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Want to shine online? Restore Media Group has got your back. Are you ready to take control of your online presence? At Restore Media Group, we specialize in reputation awareness, social media management, and boosting your Google rankings. Our mission? To help businesses in Mississippi and Louisiana shine online. Imagine your brand visibility skyrocketing, your social media posts engaging more customers, and your business staying ahead of the competition. Sounds great, right? Well, it gets even better. With services starting at just $299 a month, we offer affordable solutions for businesses of all sizes. Whether you're a small startup or an established company, we've got the tools and expertise to elevate your digital presence. So why stress over the digital world when you can let us handle it? Focus on what you do best, and let Restore Media Group do the rest. Remember, we specialize in our things, so you can specialize in yours. Contact us today at info@restoremedia.com to get started. Transform your business online with Restore Media Group, because your success is our success.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
this month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Want to shine online? Restore Media Group has got your back. Are you ready to take control of your online presence? At Restore Media Group, we specialize in reputation awareness, social media management, and boosting your Google rankings. Our mission? To help businesses in Mississippi and Louisiana shine online. Imagine your brand visibility skyrocketing, your social media posts engaging more customers, and your business staying ahead of the competition. Sounds great, right? Well, it gets even better.
Hey, welcome back. This is Brett Stallsby with your Fostering Community Halftime School Report. And real quick, foster parents are needed. If you have ever been interested in fostering, they are having an orientation on October 22nd.
Focus on what you
Excuse me, we had a technical difficulty. So this is your Foster Community Halftime Score Report. And if you have ever been interested in becoming a foster parent, they are having a parent orientation on October 22nd at 3336 Prescott Road. And that's right there behind Cabrini Hospital. And also they are having a Socktober. So if you have any socks to donate or want to donate from your favorite retailer, they will certainly accept it. So now to your scores. Let's see. Wolves and Menard are tied up at 0 in the third quarter. St. Mary's is up on Montgomery 14-0. Mansfield is up on Rose Pine 21-0 in the third quarter. Winfield Tigers are winning big at over Manny 35-0 at halftime. Vinton is up at 27-7 over Pickering. West Washita is up 21-14 over Tioga. Wassman is up 26-0 at half over Grant. Let's see. Franklin Parish is up 34-0 at half over Peabody. Gina is up big over Vidalia, 52-0 at halftime. Alexandria is up 56-14 over Pineville at halftime. Leesville is up 42-28 at halftime over DeRitter. Let's see. Marksville and Caldwell are tied at 0 at halftime. Real quick, what's the score of that big? Let's see. Ruston and get you some 5A scores right quick. It is 14-7. Neville at the half over Ruston. And let's see if we can get you a couple more. Let's see. And I think that's about it. And we are going to kick it back to Nick. Oh, you ready? Nick has some stats for you. You got me turned on. There we go. All right. And welcome back to DC Bates, DC Stadium, Bill Bates Stadium here, home of the Rebels. And first half stats for your Trojans in the passing department. We had Carson Seller, 7 for 10, 176 yards and 3 touchdowns. Max Gassett, 5 for 5, 36 yards and 1 touchdown. And then the rushing, we had JT Lindsay, 22 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 1 reception for 12 yards. We have Von Darbon, 7 for 54 yards, 1 touchdown. The receiving department, we had Jimmy Duncan, 3 for 57 yards with 1 touchdown. Darius, 5 for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alex Fontenot, 2 for 79 yards and 1 touchdown. Tanner Townsend had 1 for 2 yards. And that's your halftime stats. We're looking at a minute left before the teams come back to the field. Then we'll have the 3-minute countdown to start the second half. But Brett Stallsby with your Fostering Community Scoreboard. Good job there, Brett. And then our stats here for halftime for your ASH Trojans, who lead 56-14. And want to go to break here now, or you want to stay here, Doug?
Let's go ahead and take our final break of halftime. When we come back, we'll get the second half started. We'll do all of that when we come back in 2 minutes. You're watching ASH Trojan Football right here on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Right, getting ready for second half action. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Big shout out to the crew that makes everything happen. Roger Walker, in his one road game of the season, joins us over here on camera, and a great work that he does. Jason Crooks also on camera. Our man Brody down on the sideline, the Brody cam. Brett, let's take a look at what's going on right now. And it's a little herky-jerky down there, but you're right there with Eli Fung, who has had a pretty good night. One of the ball boys also for the Trojans. Look, everybody sees the boy, you can't beat fun at the old ball game, can you? Of course, Brett Stallsby here with the production for it. My man Nick Magnano and I am Doug Gann, delighted to be here with you. Trojans in command in this one. Getting ready. Got about 40 seconds or so left until we get things started here. Maybe not that long. Rebels will receive the second half kickoff. But it was, Nick, you said 147 yards for JT, a couple of touchdowns?
144 unofficial. We'll have 1T give us the official stats in the
Puts
morning.
him over 1,100, nearing 1,150 yards for the season and 16 touchdowns. We do know that. A little bit of housekeeping, of course, getting to that 42-point mark. And it's clock's going to run here in the second half. So an hour and a half on the first half, and the second half will be about 27, 28 minutes with the switch, and if there's a timeout or whatever it is, but it won't stop at all. Nick, it goes back to the Trojans. We thought they would defer, but they took the opening toss when they won, went down and scored, and a couple onside kicks later, and the route was on.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for a better start for you Trojans. One thing I failed to mention in my halftime stats was that Carson Sellers had one rush for 20 yards and Max Gassett and a touchdown, and Max Gassett had two for 25 yards.
So before anybody emails me about the horse, you've seen the horse try to get it. He was out there and he couldn't believe he was that wide open.
Okay.
And had a steady shot to it. So, but you can send any comments to Nick at 446sports.com.
Well, he looked like he was running the Kentucky Derby the last 10 yards when he turned.
Got his feet under.
When he turned. I'm gonna let you go with that illustration, but I'm gonna tell you that I was very impressed with the last 10 yards that he ran.
Look, when he saw the end zone, he gathered himself. But you get around to that corner and like, oh, wait a minute, I got a shot at it.
Yeah.
And was looking for the first down. He says, well, they're not coming. But the young sophomore has grown up. Both of these quarterbacks have. Starting the third quarter here. And we're off and rolling again to the near side. Good saving tackle there. Looked like Ty Sanders on the return for the Trojans. Who had that tackle, Nick?
Looks like Bevels. 22 Bevels.
There you have it. And again, the clock off and running here. And in a game like this, Nick, you're going to see the starters come out probably for the first possession if they do.
It doesn't really look like there's a complete new, except for the free safety, Doug.
Snap is back, handoff up the middle, and boy, that interior line did not concern themselves with that designed quarterback draw.
Yeah, Bion there, Pulp there, Everett there. So good work by those young men. So, and what we'll do is as we go, we'll tell you who's.
Look, it's good to see Bion in there. My goodness, it's just another of that young class that's coming up. Pass is complete. We'll pick up just a couple. They had lost a yard prior to that third down, and still believe that we'll get to visit with Coach Thomas Bachman after this one is over with. So excited about that. 3rd down and 9. In the shotgun go the Rebels.
Yeah, came in Layfield on the last tackle there, Doug.
Motion there. Mix comes back in, and he settles back into the I formation. Snap is back, and the toss goes to that far side. Turned him inside, and loss of a couple. That was good job out sealing the edge out there. 35 gets in there.
Yeah, Gary Boatman turned him inside, number 90. And then 52 is Sykesville, Julius Sykesville with the tackle.
In a game that started from the first possession and has been all Trojans. I'm telling you, this stadium has emptied out more than I think I ever have seen it at halftime, and the Rebels will fall to 3-4 on the season, running somebody on the field late. But just ran into a bet, and that's the center that they're the long snapper that they run in late. Just a momentum game, and things got out of hand early as that kick is high and going to bounce around. Hits a Rebel defender, it looked like, up around the 44. I don't know if they'll mark it. So the ball will be at the 40 where the Trojans will take over, and not sure who we will see at quarterback. You know, you talk about those young guys getting some action in this game. They've already had 2 games this week.
Yeah.
They played up in Ruston earlier and then went down to St. Thomas More on Wednesday.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to start, right around the 46, Doug, and this is going to hold new offensive line. Gassett's going to be your quarterback.
He's got 10 in there, and we saw he got his first touchdown.
Yeah, Mays.
Mays did a couple of, what was it, last week?
Yes.
Or was it, yeah. Handoff goes in, he's looking for another one. Stutter steps outside, back inside, down to the 41.
Yeah, so he gets 13 on his first carry.
Again, join us Thursday night out at Walk-Ons. 7-0 Trojans will take on we don't know if they're going to be the undefeated Bearcats of Ruston. That game's 14-7. Neville at the half, so we'll try to keep you updated on that one. Go back and watch that one tonight. Handoff up the middle, diving in. Receivers, new one in there, 81 is out to the near side. That is
Burford.
Yeah, that's Burford. We've seen him on special teams tonight. He does some good things.
Yeah, it looks like KJ Ray's on the top.
Another one of those sophomores.
McKenzie's a tight end.
Toss comes to the near side and nowhere to go.
Yeah, big stop there by 88 for Brady Baden. That's a Baden name that's been in Rebel territory for years and years and years.
Years and years and years.
So Mays is no yards there. And 79 is Semick. We have 73 Clemens. 70 is your center. Del Cerdia. And I'll try to get.
What did you close?
Just put a little Italian.
A little twist to it.
A little Italian twist there.
Down to the 35. Trojans have to get to the 31. It's 4th down and 4.
Mays gets 7 there on that one.
Not going to get the first down. And that'll be a turnover on downs as we roll down under 7 minutes in this one and grinding away this 3rd and 4th quarter. Anything from that Menard game, Menard-Navols, that was scoreless at the half.
Here we go. We just got a 8-0 Menard.
Mercado takes one to the house.
A punt for a TD. Yep. Thanks to Coach Waylon LaRue.
That game is 8-0 now. Menard on homecoming night. Mercado houses that punt. So good work over there.
That's another name that's been
around
Menard for a long time. T-Sam, good job there.
1st down and 10 for the Rebels. Snap near side that is complete. Good move over there, but you go back to your keys to the game, Nick. Wanted to stop the run, and I think they did that short of really that big 80-yard run from Tate.
Yeah. And
if you limit him just to one of those big ones a game, you think you got yourself done.
Yeah. The 2 plays that Mix had was a screen play for a lot of yards. We'll talk about that after.
Quick pass over again to the far side. Slipping out of the tackle is Landon Grimes, and he gets to the far side, going to be short of it. And you talked about stretching the defense and going over the top as well.
Yeah, first 2 touchdowns were that way. So we had Williams with his tackle there on Grimes. Grimes with a good play there.
They're starting the final frame up in Northeast Louisiana. Neville 20, Ruston 14 in that one. Good move by Mix. He cuts back and around.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. A little scat back. Tackle there by
one of their players of the game earlier in the season. We'll name our Security Sporting Goods player of the game. We'll have all of that up and over the weekend. Our Southern Area Cool Play of the game, and of course our Express Pros Lineman of the week. You had one job, and a lot of linemen did a lot of good work tonight, so we will see. Banging around another big first down. Yeah, they're going to mark him shy of it, so it'll be about a half a yard short, it looks like. Down to 4:20 on the clock now. You see it moving, and it'll stay moving the entire way.
Andrew Montague.
Montague, that's correct. 2nd down and 1. Snap is back and looking to throw. Going to be defensive pass interference. Indeed, it is.
Yeah, he could have called pass interference, hold, and he could have called
whatever you wanted, really.
Yeah, that's Franks.
Yeah, that is Franks there on that one, and Z just got turned around on that one. Gonna. I don't know. No, he's saying he thought he was going to decline. I don't know why he would do that. Oh, the holding. They call both holding and pass interference.
So, see, I pay attention. So,
he absolutely did.
I told you could call
you the flag, the hat, a glove, a shoe, everything.
I mean, so it's hold before the play, and then when the ball's in the air, he interfered. So.
Getting your money's worth while you're out there for sure.
Unfortunately, Z's out now, and Caden Robinson, another sophomore, is in 17 to replace him.
1st down and 10 for the Rebels. They are at the Trojan 29-yard line. Handoff comes to this side. Now right up the middle he goes. Looked like he was breaking this way and then cuts back inside.
Yeah, it's Bevels and looks like Bevels and Monaghan. No, Bevels and Pulp with the tackles there. So
2nd down and 5 for the Rebels from the 24-yard line of Alexandria. Snap is back and handoff. Good blocking at the point there for Pineville. Going to get 6 yards on that now for a 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like Everett came across there and made that tackle, but the competitor and Coach Merce is not going to be happy with this.
No,
with
and
this
you talk about these younger guys. It's his 3rd game to play this week, and they played some battles, Ruston and St. Thomas More. Looking for the end zone. Good work defensively, almost picked off.
Yeah, good work there by Robinson on that pass break up. You know, you have your opportunity, Doug, and you take advantage of it. You know, he was on the bench 3 plays ago, and now he's, having the opportunity.
56-14, you see that, courtesy of our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. You look down at the bottom and see the Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. That is 8-0 now. Menard leads that one. St. Mary's up 14-0 in their game over Montgomery. Tioga and West Washita, the Chiefs lead that one 20-0. They've made it to the 4th quarter. Is it 28-14 on there?
Yeah, I was going to say it was 21-14 earlier.
Oh, there you go. 28-14. 2014 in that other game. I don't know what other game. Oh, Neville. That little game. Neville and Ruston.
Boatman and Montague there on the combination.
4th down and 2. Little rollout. Good pressure. Just going to have to throw that one away, and that is just big time work by the Trojans. Number
Daniel
29,
Harrington.
Daniel Harrington, coming up and making that another one of those super sophomores. Yeah, that'll be a turnover on downs, Nick.
So Grandpa's going to be excited about that.
Yes, he is, because you know that
he's watching 446.
You know he is.
Coach Harrington, who's Roger's dad, and of course Roger was a coach there for a while as well. So I bet the whole Harrington family is going to be. Carla's excited about that play. Good work there by that young man.
A little X-esque on that one,
Yeah.
just coming in there and firing away. 17.
Noble Williams in the backfield now, Doug. I noticed from the yellow cleats.
That's correct, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. It looked like that is going to do it. Yeah, third quarter play in the books. Trojans lead this one 56-14. We'll be back right after this to wrap it up on the 446 Sports Trojan Network.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Back to DC Bill Bates Stadium. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Big shout out to the crew that makes things happen up here. Brett Stallsby on production, Jason Crooks on camera, Roger Walker on camera. We will be back at home next week, next Friday night. Big tussle against the Bearcats of Ruston. Come out and watch that one. They're one of the better teams in the state, and it's going to be a top-tier matchup. Bearcats in a dogfight over there tonight with Neville, and this District 2-5A, Nick, is just, it is what they say it is.
Yes, sir, for sure. Looks like we have Gage Williams at right guard.
Toss back to Noble. Oh, he's got a shot to break it free, and if he gets there, nobody's going to catch him. To the 50 now, 40. Well, except that guy. Nobody but that guy is going to get him. Wow.
So 60-yard gain there by
Noble Williams tracked down by Ty Sanders. And how big was that gain? 60?
60, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's that'll boost your average just a little bit right there. Nobody's going to catch him except Ty Sanders.
Just goes to show the level of athlete. I mean, he is a freshman, and in the games earlier this week, he was running away from the JV and freshman.
You're 100% correct.
But then here's varsity, the Pineville Rebel, Ty Sanders, who, I mean, he's a great athlete too, Doug. I mean, he's been fun to watch tonight for the Rebels.
St. Mary's up 14-6. They've got 7 minutes to go in that one, and they do have the ball.
Good work there by them. So we have Rivette as your right tackle. So that should be an update on all your new linemen across the front.
Gas it in there at quarterback, is that right? Or is that's Sellers in at quarterback? Noble's got it again, just this time. Bangs into the line of scrimmage. Going to be the big time back before his time is up here at Alexandria, and just a freshman.
Yeah, he has an upright running style like JT does as well.
Thought you were breaking out the Eric Dickerson again.
No, I mean, I like that comparison. I'm gonna stick with it.
That's right. 10-17 remaining in this one.
Adrian Peterson type running style too.
Handoff back to him once again, banging through there, picking up 5.
Yeah, he had a great Thursday night. They scrimmaged. Wednesday night they went and played St. Thomas More.
That's right.
And he
after playing, he had a good game.
He had a big night. He sure did.
Picked up 3 there, 3rd down and 7. Back to pass is Sellers. He whips this one out to the far side, nearly intercepted. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this one where, your receiver there, which I'm trying to look at his number. It might be Burford. Just didn't quite set and come back to the ball as much as you'd like for him to. That's Sellers' first attempt of the second half.
And we're 9 minutes to go, which, of course, with the clock running, then back to pass once again is Sellers. He pump fakes that one, goes over the top where nobody is. And that's just going to get it out of there. Looks like they weren't on the same page. And that will be turnover on downs. 9 minutes to go in this one.
Yeah. Rebel DB there. I'm trying to see. I think his number. is it double digits? I was just trying to see. He had a good little series there. Looks like number 11.
Yep, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Looks like number 11, T.J. Edwards. Yep, 2 good plays there by that young man for the Rebel defense. Coach Lott was going to go down and warm the bus up.
The split the pot hadn't been announced yet.
That's right. He realized he still has a ticket for split the pot. So
in a big one down south, Catholic of Baton Rouge up 28-10. That one is in the third quarter and off and running all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's
another big run. Yeah, a couple of big runs tonight for Pineville. Neville up 20-14. We told you about that when the Golden Bears of Karen Crow are trailing Sam Houston 27-23. Jess Curtis and the Southside Sharks, they're big over Sulphur 34-0. That's at halftime. Handoff goes to Hakeem Mix, spinning around. Good work by this younger defense. This younger defense that's out there. That's is that Miller that was out there? Jarrell Miller. Good to see that young man.
Yeah, good work there by that young man and another sophomore. It's one thing about Mix. If you can't get your hands on him, he'll go down. But
snap is back. Quick throw over to the near side.
That's a perfect play by Robinson there.
You fight through the wide receiver that's trying to block you, and you go through there and just focus on the tackle, and that's textbook.
Yeah, and more importantly, he kept him containment. He didn't let him get outside of him. So he was on his left shoulder, defending with his left shoulder and tackle with the right shoulder. Just a great play.
A lot of things we'll talk to Coach Bachman about when he comes up here. Good work up the middle. Boy, that defensive unit there, that second tier defensive unit, defensive line, really gives you some promise out of it. I mean, you see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard up at the top. You can keep up to date on all of the scores around our family of networks by looking down there at the Saddler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. Back to pass. Here comes a little. Knocked that one. That was a turnover on downs.
Once again, he's now had two pass defending opportunities and was good on both of them. 2 good tackles. He's the one who had the tackle on Mix to
save,
get him down.
Yeah, what could have saved the touchdown?
And Doug, you were talking about the inside linebacker position, talking about Sykes and talking about Layfield and these other guys, Bevels. Okay, with Jackson Townsend being down.
Right.
I mean,
they've stepped up.
They got to find somebody that's going to.
Well, and the only way to get experience is what? Is to get experience.
That's it. You got to be on the field. So here, Colton Wilkins on
that young man get a reception.
Yeah.
The last 3 numbers.
Now, Coach Ernie.
4-7.
No, Coach.
4.
Coach Lott will head to the bus now if he doesn't collect half the pot.
If you have that ticket, see Miss Candace.
So you must be present to win. 2nd and 15 for the Trojans. 4:46 remaining here in this one. I got it that time. Don't forget, keep an eye out this weekend for our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game, our Security Sporting Goods Player of the Game, and that penalty flag that flew there. And, of course, our Express Pros. You had one job, Lineman of the Week.
Yeah, that was Mays there with the carry. And
if you go back to the end of the first half, Nick, and you're wondering the Trojans are up by 40 while they're going for 2, this is it. No more scoring after that. Ruston Bearcats take a lead in the fourth quarter, 21-20 in that one. I'm telling you, if you watch this one, go back and watch that one. I'm going to do it when I get home tonight. Should be a good one. Coach Lott is down there to load the bus up.
Go to San Antonio next week.
Oh, my.
Illegal formation against the Trojans on the score.
Illegal formation there against the Trojans. 3:47 and counting. Snap is back to Gassett, and the toss is going to come to the near side. And that Rebel defense is there, and that'll bring up 4th down, I believe.
Mays has got to be saying, come on, guys, you just
right.
This is 5 yards of my yardage that I, he was up to 22 yards until that 5-yard loss.
If the Trojans kick it here, Nick, that'll be the first punt of the game for Alexandria. And we've seen Gassett catch it and quick kick here and expect that's what you'll see.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Run down as much clock as he can. That's there, and there's that quick kick. We see him work on it in pregame. That'll bounce and check up around the 38-yard line. So the Rebels will start in plus territory. They've got 2:43 to go in this one. But you see it. We'll see if the Rebels try to push one across here towards the end of this one.
New quarterback in, Doug, for them. Looks like maybe 16. Maybe.
Said Dearbone?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He hands off to the near side.
Coleman, okay, sorry.
Caleb Coleman Mick still in there grinding out the yards in this one.
Yeah, Everett on the tackle.
Boy, you see him get up a little gingerly. That's one thing you got to be careful of late in this one.
Yes.
Because there's still a lot of football left to be played for the Rebels. Back to pass is Coleman. He's going over the top. Good looking arm, and that's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah. And that was on Robinson. You know, whenever I bragged about him, he gave up the inside leverage there. And actually, Kirtland Bates was the free safety, Doug.
If they play this one correctly, there's 1:23 left on the clock. They can get out of it. Good pass and catch right there.
Yeah, there was. And what did he say his name was?
Coleman?
Coleman? 18, Caleb Coleman. He's a freshman. Number 9. Number 18, he's a freshman. So
on is Jocko Lee to try the extra point. That kick is up, and it is good. We'll leave it right here as we wind things down, 56-21, and I don't know that they'll even kick this one off, Nick.
Well, we've got an update from Menard. Coach says ball game with no extra update, so assumption is
that Menard wins that one 8-0.
8-0.
56-21. Trojans big here. They had 34 points in the first quarter and were off and rolling. Had 21 points before the Rebels even had the football, Nick. Final score is going to be in. It's 56-21. Trojans win this one big. They moved to 7-0. And moved to 7-0, 2-0 in District 2 5A, and they've got a battle coming up next week, and the next week, and the next week, as you've got one every week in District 2 5A. Going to take a break. We'll get through our list of sponsors, and we'll be joined by Coach Bachman up here momentarily. Guys, it's been a big one. Don't go anywhere. 56-21, the final from DC Bill Bates Stadium. Your Trojans roll in this one.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
this month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Want to shine online? Restore Media Group has got your back. Are you ready to take control of your online presence? At Restore Media Group, we specialize in reputation awareness, social media management, and boosting your Google rankings. Our mission? To help businesses in Mississippi and Louisiana shine online. Imagine your brand visibility skyrocketing, your social media posts engaging more customers, and your business staying ahead of the competition. Sounds great, right? Well, it gets even better. With services starting at just $299 a month, we offer affordable solutions for businesses of all sizes. Whether you're a small startup or an established company, we've got the tools and expertise to elevate your digital presence. So why stress over the digital world when you can let us handle it? Focus on what you do best, and let Restore Media Group do the rest. Remember, we specialize in our things, so you can specialize in yours. Contact us today at info@restoremedia.com to get started. Transform your business online with Restore Media Group, because your success is our success.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world in the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very
And we're back to DC Bill Bates Stadium for the Trojan Wrap-Up Show. Doesn't look like we're going to get Coach Bachman up here, but we will visit with him sometime this evening. We'll set that up. So just keep an eye out on our YouTube page, and we will visit. You may want to text him back, and tell him not. Yeah. So we'll do that. Nick, let's look at the stats from I guess what was the first half.
Yeah, JT Lindsey still with 22 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 reception for 12 yards. Vaughn finished with 7 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Carson Sellers, one rushing attempt, 20 yards and a touchdown. Jimmy Duncan, 1 rushing attempt for 13 yards. Max Gazzett, 2 rushing attempts for 25 yards. And Mays ended up, number 10, Le'Veon Mays, he ended up with 18 yards. He had 6 carries, 18 yards. Noble Williams, big night. He had 3 carries for 64 yards.
60 of them came on that one where they're not going to catch him.
That's correct.
But they did.
Then on the receiving, same as halftime, pretty much. Jimmy was 3 for 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Darius 5 for 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alex Fontenot 2 for 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Tanner Townsend 1 for 2 yards. JT Lindsey had that 1 reception for 12, as we talked about earlier. Carson ended up with the last 2 incompletions. He ended up 7 for 12, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns. Max Gassett had 1 attempt, 1 completion. He was 6 for 6, but unfortunately, they lost 5 yards on the play. So he went from 36 yards in the first half to 31 yards. He had 1 touchdown. And once again, these are all unofficial stats until 1T, updates us in the morning.
Absolutely. And we'll check out our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game. We'll cut it up for this weekend. We will have our Express Pros. You had one job lineman of the game. And Nick, I got to tell you, or put this into your mind as we talk about our player of the game. I don't know that I've ever put a kicker into the running on it, but he's officially in the running for our Security Sporting Goods Player of the Game. You beautifully execute a couple of onside kicks, recover them, and that just sets up. I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking.
So
for sure.
we shall see, guys. It's been a wonderful night here We will be back Thursday night at Walk-Ons for the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler's Towing. And then Friday night, we will welcome in the Bearcats of Ruston, who are in a dog fight on there. And
yeah, they're last we saw it was 26-21. Neville was beating Ruston, unless you have an update, Doug. I know you're texting.
No, 26-21 is what we had on there, and that will wrap it up from DC Bill Bates Stadium. Took a lot of guys to put all of this together, and I want to shout out each one of them. Roger Walker running the camera for us. His annual road game is over here because it's just right across the Red River into this one. But my man Raj doing great work on there, focusing on what you saw, the ball carrier and that. So great work there. Jason Crooks, who joins us up here on the camera this year, his first year in the booth with us, does a great work getting the follow shots and that wide shot, multitasking with the dual camera setup on there. Brother-in-law Brett Stallsby pushing everybody's buttons and making this thing work out just perfectly. Of course, Nick Magnano by my side. Partner, it's been a good one tonight, and we'll see you next week at 7-0. We'll see you next week out at Walk-Ons and then back home at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. For all of you that were watching, we thank you for that. For everyone here, thank you for the vision and the work that you guys do.